Bradley Ogden is a celebrated chef, author, restaurateur, and a pioneer in transforming American cooking over the past 30-plus years. Graduating in 1977 from the Culinary Institute of America, he was named most likely to succeed, and has he ever.
He's won numerous James Beard Awards and is in the who's who of American cooking. His Lark Creek restaurant group has 15 locations, and another group, Bradley Ogden Hospitality, recently opened Funky Chicken and Bradley's Fine Diner in Houston and Hops and Harvest in Las Vegas. Chef Bradley Ogden, welcome to The Dish.
Thank you. Nice having me.
What have you brought with us? Because it looks sensational.
Well, we'll start off with watermelon margaritas, which is my...
I don't mind starting off with watermelon margarita.
Which is one of my favorite, summer drinks. And then we have a little grilled apricot salad with honey goat cheese and lavender almonds. We have an oak roasted organic Cornish game hen. And over to your far right over here is stone crab bruschetta, which now is in season. And then a ham hock bean ragu.
Everything smells fantastic.
And then also we're using like an organic tequila over there as well.
Oh, excellent.
Talk a little bit about that, because I think we see so many chefs now who say farm to table, but in so many ways, that was your baby, that was your idea. And now, moving forward, it sounds like you really want to take this idea of farm to table and bring it to fast casual, bring it to more people.
Well, I think, first of all, I grew up in Michigan, and I grew up on a farm, on my grandma Eva's farm, just to get out of my mom's hair, because there was 7 of us. Right. And so my twin brother used to spend, picking corn when we were 4 or 5 years of age, and the beefsteak tomatoes, and cut with just a little salt, homemade pies and scratchers that were running around her farm. So it's like bringing that to a mass amount of people, which we're doing these fast casual. Now, Funky Chicken in Houston, as well as BFD, Bradley's Fine Diner. Right. We're slated to open 2 other concepts as well, the Ogden Poor Society in Houston, as well as a home-based restaurant in Menlo Park in the Bay Area. But it's taking these great ingredients, enhancing them in a way which is an American, wholesome, more of a California fresh approach to it.
You mentioned growing up on a farm, 6 siblings. Was that really where the love of food, your love of food, got started?
Well, no, I hunted and fished as a kid, but my dad owned a big rock and roll joint up in Traverse City, Michigan. Bob Seger used to hang there. Right. So his big idea was to get all the siblings to open this family restaurant. Believe me, it wouldn't have happened that way. But and then he saw this article in the Detroit Free Press on the CIA, and then I didn't know what I was going to be doing as a typical 18-year-old, and off to chef school I went. But I just fell in love with it. I mean, it was like taken to a piano with no lessons.
It must run in the blood, though, because both of your sons have now decided to follow in your footsteps. They're both chefs, right?
Go figure. I try to talk them out of it. So 2 are chefs. One's with me with a new company, with Ogden Hospitality.
The other one's in Macau.
In Macau, Chad. And then I have a doctor's son who's up in Portland, who could have been a chef, too.
What I love is your real big break and maybe transforming point was when you ended up in Kansas City and were working with, of all people, the great James Beard.
James Beard, Joe Baum. Joe Baum really was my mentor, and he brought along James Beard and Barbara Kafka.
Wow.
And I developed a palate from them. I mean, I remember Barbara Kafka coming in the kitchen, and she said, "Bradley, this is what it should taste like, just like this, a little more salt, a little more acid." And so it was like developing this palate, and with these entrepreneurs of our industry, Joe Baum, Barbara Kafka, James Beard.
Yeah.
I mean, that's such a unique and rare opportunity. At the time, did you know how big this was going to be and how influential they would be on your career?
No, I was working 18, 20 hours a day, and so it was like, no, I had no idea. I had no idea that Joe Baum made this. He was a stickler for details, as everyone knows, and so and that I brought along with me when I opened up Camping Place in San Francisco in '83, and so, but I had no idea.
Bradley, I have to ask you, because you're still going strong and obviously opening more restaurants and everything, but you had a real health scare 6 years ago. And so how did you turn, how did you get through that?
Well, actually, it was sort of a awakening time.
Yeah.
And yes, I did. And so, when I was pretty much gone for like 24 hours. But then I saw this light, indirectly and directly. Right. So it was like, okay, there's a lot more I have to offer to the world and to myself and to the family. So now I'm sort of re-inspired and, sort of starting all over again, if you will.
It's a wonderful way to look at such a, I'm sure, frightening experience. As we hand you this dish, we want to ask you, as you sign in, I should say, if you could have this meal with any person, past or present, who would that person be?
Well, I could say Thomas Jefferson. Frankly, my two chef sons and my doctor's son.
That's a great choice.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Chef Bradley Ogden, thank you so much. And for more on Bradley Ogden and the dish, head to our website at CBS This Morning.